This is an aura clearing reading for breathing out. So I already surrounded us in positive energy once when I got the code name, and of course my room is surrounded in positive energy. There was a little bit of extra protection, it felt like, that came in when I was first visualizing the positive energy. There was almost extra that came in kind of out in front of me and between me and your picture. So that tells me there's a little bit more energy there around, which makes sense why you got the aura clearing. So you're on the right track with that. And so I have my crystals here. So this is my Tiger's Eye Jasper, and this is a very grounding stone. This is my Zoisite. I use this one for grounding too. This one I'm probably going to look up. I don't remember all the meanings, and I'm feeling to look it up, so I'm going to look that up as well. Now this one for sure, this again is a grounding stone, right? Okay, because this is my Tiger's Eye Jasper, and this is just Tiger's Eye. And then here we have my crystal quartz. So some higher energies coming in, and energies for clearing specifically is what that represents for me. So I'm going to go ahead and look up Zoisite here, and there is some other stuff that I got during the code name that I'll tell you in a minute after you look this up. Okay. Zoisite meaning. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense here. Okay, so when I start the reading, I play some music usually when I'm getting the code name. If it's email, I just play it the whole way through. But if it's a YouTube reading, then I just play it at the front when I'm just getting the code name. And even then, when I'm just picking out the song, it usually has something to do with the person that I'm reading. And in this case, blah, 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 Clace. What is Clace? I don't know. In this case, it was root chakra meditation music. And I knew that had something to do with you and with your root chakra. And that's one of the things coming up with Zoisite, is that it is a heart chakra stone, but it's also associated with the root and the sacral chakras. And a lot of these are grounding. You do have this one representing a higher energy and mainly representing clearing, but this Zoisite is still a grounding stone. But up here, this makes a lot of sense to me for some of the things that were coming through during the code name. Zoisite is considered to be a stone that brings and enhances trust in the universe and trust in the ultimate goodness of life. This brings trust in general as well as releases fears, which can bring a depth of happiness to one's life. It also is said to bring energy and dispel laziness. And then it's also good for vitality and organs that help with vitality, and it strengthens the heart. So those are all some meanings to take in. And this makes sense about the laziness thing, what it's saying, because this can be looked at in a couple of different ways. It can mean laziness, it can mean lethargy physically, but the thing is, if someone is fearful, this can come up. This can be there like a hesitation. it can end up being like a laziness, or it can also just be like a hesitation or holding back and giving in to fears. Because this is something that was kind of prominent um, when I surrounded you in the positive energy. Because when I do that, I'm using a crystal. Sometimes I just visualize it, but usually I use a crystal to help me, because when I'm using a crystal, it's almost like if you are doing Reiki down your arm or something. If there's a block in your energy and you're connecting to it and going down, and there's a block in it, all of a sudden your hand will kind of stop. And that's what happens when I'm using something. When I'm using a crystal, then the positive energy that I'm visualizing it sending, if there's something that it bumps into, this indicates a block to me. So when I'm doing the visualizing, it'll just suddenly, it'll stop on something. And with you, um, I know that there were other blocks, and it wasn't bumping into them because they're just, I'm not really supposed to talk about that during the reading. Um, so the thing that was being pointed out by the crystal was something with the left ear. There was something with the left ear here. And this almost seemed like something almost talking to you, or some kind of information that you were getting. And this felt kind of like a thought form to me, or like multiple thought forms. But then on the other hand, it also felt physical to me. It also felt like physical people that were around you. And there was almost some kind of like a almost grandmotherly kind of energy, or some woman, some older woman, this felt like. And even I could even say like a motherly energy, but for some reason this felt almost like a grandmotherly kind of energy. And but I also got the sense that this felt like multiple people. It felt like multiple female energies, but also just multiple people, even younger people that maybe you're just hanging out with or speaking to on the phone and stuff. And it really felt like you have to kind of quiet down. You really do. You have to have some space for yourself, where you aren't just talking to a lot of people and taking in a lot of things. And with the breathing out, um, they were showing me this breath, this breathing, and it's almost like when you're breathing something that you're not aware of, it's almost like there's this, like all of this energy in the energetic field around you, and it's almost like you take it in through breathing and you also let it out through breathing, and you're not exactly aware of that. The energy that they were showing me, it was almost as if you were smoking or something, but it seemed more energetic to me. So this seemed like almost like you're taking in energetic smoke, is how it seemed. And it had to do with, well, for one, a lot of stress. It felt like you were kind of prone to stress, and that also you have a lot of fears. There were kind of a lot of fears in your energy, is what it felt like. Um, and that when these energies are everywhere, people are constantly putting out energies. But someone who is insecure is going to care about the energies coming towards them. So if somebody is sending energies towards you that are kind of harmful or negative about you, and you really would care about this sort of thing, because there's some things in your energy, part of you would care about that, part of you would feel kind of insecure about that, or feel like you want other people to like you, you want other people to encourage you, and you get something from that. Like you kind of, your self-esteem can kind of go up from that. So they're pointing that out. to really work on not caring so much what people think, because when you care so much, it actually becomes really a burden for you, because you are you're taking in more energies that way from other people, because you care about what is coming towards you from them. Do they like you? Do they not like you? What are they saying about you? What are they thinking about you? So those are some things to keep in mind. There's even a feeling of almost even the way that you dress and things like that, or different things like this to keep in mind. So your appearance, that should be something that's for you. That should be something that is for yourself. How would you want to appear? How would you want to dress? And you know what, in any way, just how would you want to be versus how would other people want you to be? Okay, water. Okay, I'm dripping this all over myself. Okay, so right, so keep in mind this, there's something about this breathing, to keep this in mind about the breathing. But at the same time, I'm getting a feeling that this, and I'm feeling one of your guides now, and this feels like at the same time something that you can use. So you can actually use breathing as well. You can set up a sacred space, which I set up a sacred space every time before my readings. Oh, that's right. I saw that when I get the code name, I'm going on and on, but it literally all came in like 5 minutes, and then I just go into the reading. It's just very, very quick, and then I have to kind of relay it all in English, so it slows down dramatically. But they showed me a spray bottle very quickly, and that's something that I used to do pretty regularly, and now mostly for a while now I've just used visualizations, but you can take just a spray bottle that you just buy at the dollar store or something, and you just put in like some pure salt, like Himalayan salt or something like that, some pure salt, and you just put it in the bottle, and you put water in it and just shake it around, and then just spray it through your room, whatever area that you want to cleanse, and just have the intention of you're going to cleanse this. And then you can say something over it, whatever you want to say, like this space is cleared of all negativity, or this is a positive space, only positive energy can be here, this kind of thing. And then you can just visualize through your room. You just visualize something that seems like a positive energy to you. You can pull it down from space. It doesn't have to be a particular color. It can just be a color that you resonate with, or a color that you think of as positive. And you can visualize it from space, or you can just start visualizing it. Just start visualizing it going around your room. The way I do it is I visualize it going all the way around the room this way, but then I also visualize the bottom and the top, and then I visualize it this way around the bottom and the top, so that I'm in a sphere, And then I also visualize that the energy is going all through the sphere also. So it's clearing out any energies that are there so that I can go into my reading in a clear environment, you know, in a clear, sacred space. So that's something that's important for you. And then practice breathing, just breathing deeply in, breathing deeply out, and visualize, you know, that this is coming in and you're feeling peaceful. That's something important. You're feeling peaceful, you're feeling calm, and also that you're feeling courage, you're feeling courageous. And then as you're releasing out, you release any sadness, any anger, any fear, any stress. You release those things as you're releasing out. Then at the end, since you're going to be releasing this, then you would want to visualize that the sphere is taking that, basically. The sphere is taking that energy away. So you don't want it to still be there after you've released it. You want it to leave your room or wherever you're doing this. Another place that you could do it that they're showing me is outside. You could also just do it outside, and then, you know, then Mother Nature would take it, basically. You wouldn't have to worry about cleansing it. But I'm still seeing that you could still visualize a sphere around you, and you could still see that the sphere is going up. Actually, I still feel like you would want to do that. I don't feel like it's as important outside, but they're still showing me that you could do that. So you have some higher energies around you. I do keep feeling this guide. This is a male guide, and he does feel angelic, but basically he's just saying, you know, these lower things that you're feeling, it's not like an entity or something. It's not something around you like that causing this. There are thought forms. I do feel like there are thought forms, but a lot of this is just coming from other people, and you caring what they think. So it's almost like you're stepping into their energy when you give a voice to it. When you care about their opinions, you're giving a voice to it. You're stepping into their energy. Also, I feel like um, don't don't talk about people so much, or even talk to people as much. I almost get the feeling like slow down and take some time for yourself and just be in your own space and your own energy more. I feel like that needs to increase. And it doesn't mean cut friends out of your life or something necessarily, but it does mean just you don't have to be as active or as engaged with them, you know, with family and people, friends. You can just have more quiet space to yourself, because it's like you're just picking up on a lot of energies and a lot of influences from outside of you and things that other people are going through, that are more negative, that you don't necessarily want, or even just excess energies, even if it's positive and you don't necessarily want to be taking it into yourself. This will just cause more anxiety, more stress, more fear it can build up into. Another thing is I'm also seeing that you should take crystals yourself. You should take crystals yourself, and you should just um it doesn't even have to be crystals, but just like I'm saying, clear your room, I also feel like you need to clear yourself. This can be visualization, and you can use a physical tool. You can even spray yourself with the bottle. I've done it before, and or you can use crystals or what, however you want to cleanse yourself. That's something that's important as well. And also the visualizing and the breathing is going to help cleanse you and your environment as well. Another thing that I feel like is this is something that you would have to do on a regular basis. This is the second time that they've brought this up. This is something that you would want to keep doing. If you're going to get continued results, you would need to keep doing it, keep quieting down. And this is something that you want to keep going back to and keep doing this. And I also get the feeling from them like, this is a simple exercise. This can take 5-10 minutes, clear your room, set up a space, do some breathing. It doesn't take that long. And this is important. This helps cleanse you. This is something good for you. So it's good to take the initiative to do something for you that's good for you in this way, in this spiritual energetic way. All right, so now, even though they're still saying this again, you're going to need to clear yourself. This is something that they want you to engage with too. But on my end, we're also going to do a clearing. So I'm starting with my crystal quartz here. And I'm visualizing the energy around myself again. So what I feel like they're wanting to send you is just calm. That's really what they want to send you. They want you to calm down and just be at peace. That's what they want. No stress, no worries, just relax, just peaceful. And it's good to practice being relaxed and do the breathing, the deep breathing, as deep as you can, and just really focus on relaxing. Just letting yourself go and letting yourself relax, not worrying about what anyone thinks. Just being with yourself presently there. Not dwelling on anything, not thinking about anything, not worrying about anything, not striving for anything, or feeling like you aren't striving enough or you're not getting as much as you want to get done, or, just feeling calm, peaceful, relaxed, and focused on what is at hand, which is now, the present. Okay, so the crystal is going to the sacral chakra. It's also going to the root chakra right away, and it's just spinning this energy all around the root chakra. And see, this is part of the reason that they were bringing up the root chakra, because when you're taking all of this in like this is a very, this is really up here. They are pointing out the heart. A lot of this is going into the heart. But even that's empathy, and a person who is picking up on things telepathically, empathically, energetically like this, and they're going to be up here. They're not going to be as grounded. They're not going to be as certain or as secure They're not going to feel as grounded. And insecurity issues can definitely come from being more up here and not being grounded enough. The lower chakras, these are what help a person to be more independent, where they can handle things. They can step into their own power. They can take care of themselves and find their own voice and their own wisdom and their own power and authority. So up here, this helps you start connecting to others in a peaceful way after you have grounded and centered in your own wisdom. So now that can't be overridden. Now your own beliefs about your nature, the nature of the world, but especially about you, about who you are, can't be overridden when you are really grounded. So then these come into play, but they come into play in a grounded way. So you can still be still and have these gifts in operation. And as this crystal is focusing on the root chakra, I'm actually starting to get a bit of a headache. It's almost like you're so up here that it's almost like it has to almost be forced to come down, or almost like some energies around it are almost holding it up here. So you're going to have to really work on grounding. And I think that might be part of the reason that they showed me you being outside. But you can do this inside too. But you can also do a visualization where you are focusing on roots coming out of your feet. And this is really simple too. You see roots just coming out of your feet and they're going into the ground. And then these roots are going to come up and they're going to come like around you, almost like you're sitting in a tree, or like you're sitting in Mother Earth. And then you visualize that light is coming up from the top of your head and it's going out into space. So you have this balance. So a clear energy. You're connected to a very clear, high energy, and at the same time you're grounded and you are protected by that grounded energy, by Mother Earth's energy. So it's around you and you're protected. And that's something that I felt to add with yours. Usually the visualization is very simple. That's simple too, but it's even more simple. You just visualize roots are coming out of your feet. They're connecting you to Mother Earth. And now the energy travels up and now it's going up through your head and you're connecting to space. But in this case, they were showing me, like I said, the roots actually coming around you where you're almost sitting in like a sphere of like roots from Mother Earth. So this is not only a very grounded energy, it's also a very protected energy, and it shows that it's being grounded that is going to protect you from these energies coming in. Okay, so we have a couple more minutes to keep going with the clearing, and this crystal is still focusing on the root chakra. So that is the chakra that you need to focus on first. And then the sacral also, and they're reminding me that the Zoisite also spoke about the sacral. But the heart chakra too, you have things that need to release. So when you're doing the breathing, you can be focusing on energies are coming up from Mother Earth and they are clearing you out. And they're coming all the way up. And then you're breathing out. That's the visualization that they are showing me. And this energy that you breathe out can even go into Mother Earth. And so this, it's almost like you are giving this negative energy back to her, and it can be recycled so she can use it positively. Yeah, now this energy that this crystal is sending is just, it's shielding you, is what it's really trying to do. It's sending this very protected, very, it just looks like it's almost putting like this white shield around you. And at the top of your head, it's bumping into a bit of a block because it's trying to put this shield around you. Because this is really where it's incoming. And what it bumped into before at the left ear, keep in mind that is the psychic ear. That's the feminine ear. So the right ear is manifesting, but the left ear is receiving. This is your psychic side. So this is things that you're picking up on psychically from the energies around you, like they were saying at the beginning of the reading. Okay, so we did some clearing, and your guides spoke a lot about things that you can do to continue the clearing and continue healing and clearing yourself. Healing is another word that's coming in. I think I'm going to send you the zoazite meaning, or you can just look it up yourself if I forget. So, okay, so that's it. And thank you very, very much, Breathing Out, for allowing me to do this reading for you and this clearing for you. And I really hope that this has benefited you in some way. Thank you very much.